Good morning to all. Well, myself Dr. Rajeshwari HV, working as an assistant professor in chemistry, JSS College, Kokap. In this video, let us know about rotational or microwave spectroscopy. The rotational or microwave spectroscopy was discovered by the scientists by name Clayton and Williams in 1934. Microwave region of electromagnetic spectrum covers the frequency ranges from 3 into 10 raised to 10 to 3 into 10 raised to 12 Hz and wavelength 1 centimeter to 100 micrometer. Now, according to the Born-Oppenheimer approximation, the total energy of the molecule depends on four different types of motion. The first one is translational motion. The molecule can move randomly in all the direction, right? And the second one is rotational motion. The molecule can rotate about the bond axis. Rotational motion, the molecule can rotate about the bond axis. Then vibrational motion, that is also along the bond axis, vibration. Then electronic excitation. Now, out of the four different types of motion, the electronic excitation requires the highest energy, right? And translational motion requires the less energy. Rotational motion requires less energy than vibrational and electronic excitation, and the energy increases in this pattern. Now, since rotational transitions lies in the microwave region of electromagnetic spectrum, the rotational spectra is also known as microwave spectra. The rotational spectra otherwise is also known as microwave spectra because the rotational transitions lies in the microwave region. Now, what kind of samples can be subjected to microwave absorption? Only the samples in the gas phase can be subjected to microwave absorption. So, we cannot analyze the solid and the liquid samples. The reason behind is in case of gas phase, the molecular rotation is not restricted. So, molecule can rotate easily in the gas phase. Whereas in solid phase, the molecular rotation is restricted, and we can subject even the liquid with the lower vapor pressure can be subjected to microwave absorption because the liquids with a lower vapor pressure can easily go to the vapor phase, and we can analyze the vapor phase easily since the rotation of the molecule is not restricted in the vapor phase. So this will be the one of the reason giving question. So why only the gas phase molecules are subjected to the microwave absorption will be the one of the reason giving question. Now hope you understood. In case of gas phase, the rotation is not restricted, whereas in case of solid and liquid, the rotation of the molecule is restricted. But in case of liquid with a lower vapor pressure can also be subjected to microwave absorption. The rotational spectrum. The spectrum is actually the singular form and spectra is the plural form. The rotational spectrum is obtained so when the interacting radiation, that is microwave radiation, is interacted with the rotating molecules, which causes the transition between rotational energy levels. The energy levels for rotational motion of the molecules are obtained by the expression. This expression, that is E subscript j is equal to j into j plus 1 h square divided by 8 pi square I, where h is a Planck's constant and I is the moment of inertia of the molecule about its axis of rotation. Right? Based on the moment of inertia, we can classify the molecules into four types. So, we will understand the classification of the molecules in the future topic, and J stands for the rotational quantum number. When J can take how many values? J is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. When J is equal to 0, then the energy is 0, that is 0 point energy, and J is equal to 1, then E subscript J is 2b, J is equal to 2, E subscript J is 6b, and J is equal to 3 and E subscript J is equal to 12b. So that is between the energy levels, the spacing will increases as you move from lower energy to higher energy level. Now, which kind of molecules can be subjected to microwave absorption? Remember, this is a very important point. So we cannot subject all the molecules for microwave absorption. Only those molecules which possesses permanent dipole moment can be subjected to microwave absorption. So these are the few molecules listed, the polyatomic molecules as well as the diatomic molecules like HCl, carbon monoxide, nitric oxide, water will possess the permanent dipole moment, can be subjected to microwave absorption because these are microwave active. Why these molecules are microwave active? Because it possesses permanent dipole moment. Now let us understand the meaning of permanent dipole moment. Now, what is a dipole moment? A dipole moment is represented using the symbol mu and it is a vector property. So, because we have written arrow mark here, this represents it is a vector property. It is the product of charge into distance. Here Q stands for charge and D stands for distance. Now let us understand the meaning of dipole moment by taking HCl molecule as the example. Basically, dipole moment is a quantity that describes two opposite charges separated by the distance. We can measure the polarity of the chemical bond using the dipole moment. In case of HCl, H there is a partial positive charge on the H and partial negative charge on the chlorine because chlorine is more electronegative than the hydrogen. So there is a single bond between H and Cl. There is a pairing of one electron is paired between H and Cl, but electron density is moving more towards the chlorine because chlorine is more electronegative and there is charge separation between H and Cl. This charge separation or the polarity of the molecule can be measured using the dipole moment. Now vector is moving towards the chlorine here. Now in case of carbon monoxide, there is partial positive charge on the carbon and partial negative charge on the oxygen because oxygen is more electronegative. The charge is moving towards the oxygen. And in case of nitric oxide also, the oxygen is more electronegative than nitrogen and the charge is moving towards the oxygen. So the dipole moment of all these heteronuclear diatomic molecule is not equal to 0. They possesses permanent dipole moment. That's why these are microwave active. And even in case of polynuclear molecules such as water, the water is taken as an example. So water has a band structure. We have two bonds here and in both the bond the charge is moving towards the oxygen. Because oxygen is more electronegative than the hydrogen, there is partial positive charge on the hydrogen and partial negative charge on the oxygen. So the dipole moment of the water molecule is not equal to 0. So it possesses permanent dipole moment. That's why it is microwave active. Now let us consider the homonuclear diatomic molecules such as H2, nitrogen, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen and chlorine. And in case of hydrogen, since both H, the electronegativity is same for both the atoms, there is no difference in the electronegativity. And even in case of nitrogen, there is no difference in the electronegativity. Oxygen, chlorine, dipole moment will be equal to 0. And even in these are the example for homonuclear diatomic molecules, the dipole moment is 0. They do not possess permanent dipole moment. That is why these are microwave inactive. And even in case of polynuclear molecules such as CH4, we can see there are 4 bonds here and each bond the dipole moment is moving towards the carbon because carbon is more electronegative. The dipole moment is moving towards the carbon and the dipole moment will be equal to 0 because dipole moment is a vector property. So what is the meaning of vector property? So it has both direction and the magnitude. Here the direction and the is not same. They are moving in opposite direction and of course the direction is not same and the magnitude is same. The dipole moment will get cancelled here. Mu is equal to 0 in case of CH4 and that's why the molecules such as hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, Cl2 and CH4, they do not possess the permanent dipole moment, and these are microwave inactive. Now hope you understood the principle behind the microwave spectroscopy. Only those molecule which possesses the permanent dipole moment like HCl, carbon monoxide, nitric oxide and water are microwave active, whereas the molecules such as H2, N2, oxygen and Cl2, CH4 which do not possesses the dipole moment, permanent dipole moment are microwave inactive. Now these are the possible questions that appears in the examination. Now see the first